What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of our Celta Vigo career mode. Last episode, obviously, you saw that we played a couple of games and we got through in the Copa de España. I left off, though, saying we'd play against Barcelona, which we are going to start today's episode with that. And we are still in the transfer window. I mean, we have a little bit of money to spend. I've got a short list of players that I think are going to do a good job for us. But we'll see if I actually make any signings or anything. There's a few new additions in there, and I'll explain why that is in a moment's time, but I think the best way of doing this is to play the Barca game first, and then we'll focus on some transfers. So let us jump into what's going to be a tough first game today. I'm going to name the same side. Of course, we have Player of the Year, Daniel Vaz, in our lineup. Still seems crazy to me to say that, but yeah, he is the Player of the Year. So it's kind of an interesting thing that. We've got Nabil Fekir back from injury. He starts on the bench today. Will not get a place in the starting 11, but he may feature at some point of this game, of course. And I'll show you the slider settings before we go into this. And obviously, it's nice to have him back. Emre More's also back from injury. The only player now currently out long-term is Maxi Gomez, but he should be back within the next month or so as well. So in terms of that one, looking pretty good. Hopefully, we'll see maybe Fekir come off the bench. I'm hoping I won't need to use him, though. So if we could be like 2 or 3-0 up inside, you know, half an hour or whatever, that'd be great, but the likelihood is that we're not going to be 2 or 3-0 up inside half an hour. The likelihood is this will be a tough game, and we might struggle, but we'll try our best, of course. Barca, I think, are third. Real Madrid are in second at this point, so it's very close. Like I mentioned, I'm hoping I will not have to use Nabil Fekir at any point during this game. Make sure he is fully fit and ready to come back. We, of course, have got Pion Sisto playing up front. What a player he has been this season for us. Can't deny the impact he has had. As Kingsley Coman already looking to set Barcelona up. Sergi Sampa's in down the right. That's a great delivery. Mayo, what are you doing? Woo! That is the sort of stuff that I just need to smash the ball out, not mess around with it back there. Semedo now for Barca. They've started off this game so fast. Sergi Sampa back in towards Sergio Busquets. Kingsley Coman again. This time Alonso win it back. And we actually now might be able to get out. It's a fast start from Barca. All right, Philippe. Coutinho towards Mauro Icardi. Great win back by the boys. You go Mayo. That's a poor pass from Mayo again. It's an pressured mistake there. How many of these do we make on a regular basis, which then gives away chances? Mayo, he's under no pressure when he plays that pass as the ball's through. That's lovely play from Sergi Sampa. We luckily read it though, and we're able to deal with it. But it's all Barcelona right now. The pressure on us is mounting as Kingsley Coman in towards the box. Gets his delivery across. Coutinho free header. Of course, it's Barcelona 1-0 up. Did you see the tackle that came in on the right-hand side on Kingsley Coman? What kind of challenge was that? And how Felipe Coutinho out-jumps Hugo Mayo is a joke. Ridiculous way to go 1-0 down. I don't even want to see the goal again. Like, I can't believe we've conceded through that. Pereira, Vaz, Belotti, Sisto, lovely play. Pion Sisto! Off the woodwork it goes, and Pion should have got us an equaliser. Of course it would hit the woodwork when we need it to go in. Mayo, now into Cyprian's feet. He drives into the penalty area. Cyprian, across the face of goal, and Daniel Vaz, the Player of the Year. Celta 1, Barca 1. Get in, Vaz. That's why he's the Ballon d'Or winner. I mean, major credit has to go to Violent Cyprian, obviously, creating the goal. But there's Vaz popping up when we need him the most. Celta 1, Barca 1, back on track at home. Get in. Here is Andres Pereira. Now Vaz again. Vaz, there's a lovely run being made. It's from Pion Sisto! What a save by Silerson! You would put your money on it that Sisto was going to score there. And he somehow didn't as we whip the cross in. Vaz is going to pick this up. I can't believe Pion's let me down. Oh, man. Pion's been so good. Herrera. Now we'll find Belotti. Right-footed curler. Oh, my goodness me. Andrea Belotti has given us the lead. What a strike from the Italian. Get in. That is a brilliant finish from Andrea. And he may have not had a super season this time around, but that is world class from him. I mean, look at it from this angle as well. It's going to show you it from the really dodgy one because that's the angle they choose to use for some reason in Spain. I don't know. But anyways, what a fantastic curling strike from Andrea Belotti. Celta 2, Barca 1. Silerson could do nothing about that. He saved from Sisto moments before, but he can't save that one. And in 15 minutes, we've turned the game on its head. It is now 2-1. Maybe I don't need Fekir after all. Mayo, Vass, Belotti, lovely play. Andres Pereira gets it from Belotti, but he dribbles it straight into Chiellini. What are you doing, Pereira, mate? Oh, no! Coman's in, Kingsley Coman for 2-2, and of course he's going to make it 2. What happened to our defence? Where did they go? All of a sudden, it was like watching 2-on-2. I'm going to make that change now. I'm going to bring on Nabil Fekir and give him a run out. Can he make the difference for us? That's going to be the question that we're going to ask. But I don't know what happened to our defenders. Where did they go? And I mean, I can't even see it from this angle. So De Ligt steps up to try and block the pass, which then just kind of leaves a 2-on-3 situation. Marcos Alonso is just nowhere to be found. And Kingsley Coman goes in and all of a sudden it's 2-2. Yeah, our fullbacks tonight have not been good. They've allowed too much space for the Barcelona men to do their biddings. You know, Coutinho on one side, Coman on the other. You've got to be better. And both our fullbacks have had a really poor afternoon here at home to Barca. I've actually brought off Marcos Alonso with that one. Of course, Fekir's come on, but so has Ryan Sessegnon as well. But nobody really cares about that because Nabil Fekir's first touch of the ball. He finds Cyprian. Belotti to Fekir towards Ryan Sessegnon. Sessegnon's cross towards Pion Sisto. It's 3-2 Celta. And just like that, we're back in front. What a goal that is. What can you say? Brilliant move. And Pion's on the score sheet. And a few of the Barca boys are going to be frustrated with that one. But we moved the ball around so quickly. And there you go. Silason's dive was atrocious. But just like that, we're back in the lead at 3-2. What a game we have on our hands here at home. This is crazy stuff. Barca's certainly not willing to just roll over and play dead when we took the lead. They want to keep coming at us and see if they can get another equaliser. As now Vass will make that tackle. Sisto towards Nabil Fekir. Been lively since he's come on off of the bench here. He's but nice to have him back from injuries. He comes forward again here, Nabil Fekir, and still Fekir. Belotti's in. He's offside, I think. So even if he gets that, he is offside. So yeah, it wouldn't have counted anyways. But Fekir looks good, and it's good to have him back. Maybe that's why Belotti's been playing so badly as well, because he hasn't had Nabil Fekir behind him to set him up. What a save, Pau Lopez! That was always going to be a mismatch. Sessegnon against Mauro Icardi. And the Argentinian out-jumps our fullback and really should have given another equaliser towards Barcelona. Fekir just about deals with that one. He's going to chase this down as well. I don't know what on earth happened there to allow that too much time and space again to Mauro Icardi to pick his spot with the header. But Pau Lopez luckily was on hand. I don't know why De Ligt isn't playing at centre-back. Semedo's cross now in towards the middle. Pau Lopez again comes out. Fekir up in the air, up against Coutinho. Not going to win it. Rakitic! Oh my goodness! That was hit with power. Pau Lopez again, though, with the save. Corner ball again, Barca. Pressure's on us here. If we don't concede from this, I'll be very happy. It's delivered in. Belotti only as far out as Semedo again. Sisto brings him down. Free kick. It's going to be a free kick in a really dangerous area. I thought I might just be able to nick in there and steal that P on Sisto, but apparently not. And it is Lionel Messi stood over this free kick for Barca. Man on the line. What's Messi going to conjure up for Barca? It's on target, and Pau Lopez does have to push it over. Another corner here for Barca, and this has been the last 5-10 minutes of just Barca pressure. Can we out-sustain this and still come out on top as Vass is going to win that back? I've got no outlet pass, so I'm just going to have to smash that up the field of play and try and get it as far away as possible. There was no outlet pass on, but Delph mistakenly allows Belotti to slide in and win that back. Vass, Sisto, Fekir's making the run. Yerry Mina steps in, though, and stops him. That would have been a big moment as why on earth, why is Lionel Messi behind Hugo Mayo? The cross towards the back post. Sessegnon's going to have to put that out for another Barca set piece here. It's actually going to be a throw-in, but Hugo Mayo tonight has been shocking. Why Messi was allowed to just step in behind him makes no sense at all. And he's having a poor game here. I'm not even going to try and throw that out. There was just too many players there blocking my outlets, so instead we'll just smash it up towards Belotti, keep hold of this as well, and we will have won the game by 3-2. Vass, now towards Hugo Mayo, who attacking-wise hasn't been terrible, just defending tonight. Here he is, Hugo Mayo, now in towards the back post. Cyprian! I don't know how we're not 4-2 up. That's the moments where you've got to score. Why can't we take those chances? Fekir with a short corner, whips it in, back post, and Vass's attempted volley. Miles off target. We do get the 3-2 win, though, so we have got the 3 points. But there were moments in that game where it looked very nervous indeed. Barca certainly pushing us to the edge, but we did actually have a chance late on as well to grab a 4th, which we couldn't do. But regardless, the 3 points are ours. We do get the 3-2 win, and it's nice to have Nabil Fekir back in the team as well. Hopefully this will, you know, stem Belotti on and we might see him hit the double figures in certain terms of the goals. And if he does that, maybe 20 would be a good margin for him to reach at this point. We have actually got an offer negotiated with Arsenal for Marvelous Nakamba. But at the moment, nothing has come through to say that that deal is done yet. Okay, so finally, the offer has gone through for Marvelous Nakamba, and he has transferred to Arsenal for 15 million, of which the board have put about 11 million back into the transfer kitty. But interestingly enough, we've got an offer here from Burnley for Ruben Blanco. Now, as you know, my intention was to never sell Ruben Blanco because I wanted him to become an integral part of the team, but he hasn't performed for us. He was dropped in that last game ahead of that one against Barca, which Paul Lopez came in and did a probably better job than what Blanco could have done. And so, I mean, I'm sat here kind of thinking to myself, you know, for Burnley, I didn't expect them. I didn't think they'd accept that £50 million offer, I'm not going to lie. Oh, jeez. I was not expecting that. Why do teams just openly accept to give us money? It makes no sense. But you know what, as well, on that note, there's so many more signings I can make happen now. So because we need to give Fekir some first-team action, I'm going to start him in this home leg against Valencia in the Copa de España. We've actually been drawn against them, but because it is the home leg, I'm simming this one first. We'll play the away leg, of course, and that's the way I like to do these. It's a strong team that we've got out there, and it's one that should be able to get us a victory, as you can see right there. Lopez, Mayo, Manolas. It's pretty much our starting 11. Hey, wait, it didn't even save the change. I did put Fekir in a place of Cyprian, but apparently it didn't save the change for whatever reason, so he's actually not getting the run out. But Belotti did score. They've equalised. De Ligt has put us back in front, 2-1. Fast goals coming through in the last 6 minutes there. Fekir now has come on, so he will get a run out in the game. The last 20 minutes, provided we hold on to a 2-1 win, I'll be pretty happy with that. And as it stands, we do hold on to the 2-1 win. So we did get the victory, and we are having the first leg, you know, aggregate lead. We go into the away leg now, only needing to draw that, and we're through to the semi-finals. But this could be a massive episode, because if that Ruben Blanco deal does go through, De Ligt is going nowhere, so see you later, Chelsea. Get lost. If that Blanco deal does go through, we'll have like £100 million to spend again. Scenes. So many teams coming in for so many of our players right now. I got Oriol Busquets with a transfer offer from Hannover 96. They want him over there. I'm going to actually sim this game against Alaves as well. See, I did swap the team around, so I don't know why I didn't save it anyways. So yeah, Alaves, we're going to sim this one. I think we're still unbeaten, so I'm putting my unbeaten like kind of thing on the line. But honestly, I'm not bothered about an invincible season or whatever. So if we do get beat, we get beat at the end of the day. That's the way I look at it. As Pereira has given us the lead, though, in this one. So we are a goal to nil up. So Fekir's still on the bench here as well. I'm only really trying to see if we do sell Ruben Blanco, as they do get an equaliser, Romeu with it. Because if Blanco goes, there's endless possibilities for me to be able to do now. I could bring in like a massive signing. But then alternatively, there are a few players that you guys wanted me to look at. So I'm going to check out those in a moment. As we only get a 1-1 draw here against Alaves, it's enough though. It keeps our unbeaten run intact. And we should remain top, even if Real Madrid have won their game. So, yeah, scenes if Blanco goes, but what do I do next? So just to let you know as well, Emre Moore has come to us and said that he does want to leave the club. He feels like his playtime here isn't what he wanted. We have had an offer in from Valencia for him, as we are going to be taking on Valencia in a moment's time. But I don't know what to do right now, as that Ruben Blanco deal hasn't gone through yet. So I'm kind of sat here thinking about what to do now. Right, okay. So I know that quite a few people wanted me to sign Golovin, and he is available to us actually. But the question is, when I sign him, where do I play him? And I've also just realised as well that Borja Mayoral, a player that I looked at Real Madrid, has a release clause of £11.2 million set, but his actual value is 17 million. So his release clause is lower than his actual value. The reason I have a few Real Madrid players in this list is because a lot of these guys are not getting game time at Real Madrid. Marco Asensio, for one, is not playing over at Real. Right now, he's only played 2 league games so far this season, which is pretty crazy when you think about the quality he has actually got. Dani Ceballos is another one who isn't playing over there. Benjamin Mendy is another one who isn't playing there. So that's the reason I looked at these Real guys. But, yeah, I mean, overall, if that deal for Blanco goes through, we'll have a lot of money to spend. And then the question is, who do I buy? Like, I'm kind of thinking to myself, Gareth Bale isn't playing, so would he be a good shout? He's 4-star, 3-star. You know, he can play. He's got good finishing, good heading. He's really good. But then Mohamed Salah as well has been suggested before. We know all about this guy. There's just so much to do. And also, Golovin. You guys want me to sign Golovin. So I'm going to take a look and see what CSK Moscow want and if they'll be accepting of anything. The only problem is, the likelihood is we're going to have to get rid of one of our midfielders already to allow him to actually have some playtime. So Alan, Vas, Cyprian, Busquets, Nabil Fekir, of course. You know, we've got quality midfielders just littered about the club. But who actually will play and who won't? Vas is getting old, and although he is the player of the year, would make the most sense. Busquets has got a bright future, but again, you know, £12 million. And when I actually signed Oriol Busquets, it was the intention of me moving him on afterwards. I don't want to give him 28 million plus Busquets, because then, you know, that's more money. 32, I think, is a good... You know what? Reduce that to 21. It's only 400k, but still. 21 plus Busquets takes it to 33 million. And CSK Moscow are happy to let Golovin talk to us for that. The question is, does the Russian want to play for us? Okay, so having talks with Golovin right now, and he only wants important, which is good, because we can't really offer him crucial, because he probably won't play every single game, but I'm happy to give him the important role. 4-year contract. He's happy with that one as well. Disregard the release clause. I'm not interested on that one. Now for the wage. He's on £62,000 a week at CSK. I'm going to offer him 65 to join us here at Celta with no bonuses. And he's very happy to take that. There we go. So a new midfielder into the club. I have made one signing this window, even if we are awaiting the confirmation of Ruben Blanco, which if he joins will take our transfer budget to about 60 million. Sensational. Sensational stuff. So, yeah, Oriol Busquets sadly goes the other way. But we do have a new signing, and that man, when I find him, is Golovin. There he is. Look at that. 84 rated already. Some sensational stats. 90 stamina. Can play every single game. Ball control's good. Short passing good. 4-star, 4-star. Can play in numerous positions. He's going to be a good player for us, I think. Now, I did mention about the offer for Emre Mor from Valencia. It's only 20.5 million, and that's nowhere near what I was expecting to see. We did have a rejected offer with Bayern Mönchengladbach, which was 27 million. So, I mean, this is my problem, guys. Like, I know I don't like letting players go, and I know you guys like seeing players play at the club, you know, young talent like Emre Mor. But the truth is, we have better players, and he's not going to be getting that much game time. So, if we get money for him, you know, it kind of works out in our favour. And £26 million, Valencia are happy to accept that, you know. So, I mean, as much as it's sad to see him go, will we really miss him? Probably not. So that's my thought process there, honestly. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So Golovin right now is wearing the number 17 shirt for CSKA, but because Fekir has number 17 at our club, we're going to be giving him the number 77. Crazy number, I know, but it's kind of, you know, hallmarkish. It reminds me of, you know, 17 in the aspect that sometimes if you get it in certain kicks, you know, the 1s and the 7s aren't that much different. But yeah, so he's wearing the number 77. Crazy number. But he is going to start this game. We are going to give a start to our new centre midfielder. I'm really excited to see how he plays in this. You know, he's kind of been pretty good in the World Cup currently for Russia. And I'm excited to see where he plays his football next season. And he did score a free kick against Arsenal as well in the Europa League earlier on in the season, of course. But, you know, he's now playing for us, wearing that number 77. We have a job to do here. We're only 2-1 up on aggregate. There's no chance that we're definitely through in the gear in the Copa de España to the semi-finals. It would be nice as well to try and reach the final this time. So that's where my focus is. So, yeah, there is the young man who will start today for us. We'll see what impact he has. Sisto. Fekir's made a great run through the middle. Nabil Fekir! Neto came out and stops Nabil Fekir scoring on his return. That's so unfortunate for Nabil Fekir, but if he can assist here, that'll be even better. Delivery towards Sisto. It's going to go out of play, and we are going to get a throw in. But yeah, Nabil Fekir with a chance early on. Neto coming out to stop him. Marcos Alonso in towards Cyprian. Now Alan back to Cyprian. Cyprian towards Belotti. Trying to turn away. That's a free kick, ref. Nothing given by the referee, surprisingly enough, but we win it straight back. How are we going to be able to use it, though, is the question. Golovin out wide towards now Hugo Mayo. Oh, that's poor Mayo. Oh, poor first touch for Cyprian. And now this is a chance for Valencia, and it's come from another unpressured mistake. Parejo's effort. It's 1-0 Valencia. And I think away goals count in the Copa de España. So as it stands, we're going out of the competition. And what did that come from? An unpressured mistake from Cyprian. Poor touch, gives it straight back to Valencia, and they then go 1-0 up. The amount of times we do this, guys, is actually ridiculous. The worst thing as well is that Pau Lopez actually got a touch on that and didn't keep it out. So maybe I shouldn't be selling Ruben Blanco. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that we now need to score. Sisto towards Nabil Fekir. Fekir in towards the penalty area. Still Nabil Fekir. And still Fekir. And still Fekir. And still Fekir! No! I'm sorry. This game is rigged. It's exactly the same situation as we had against Atletico Madrid. And that should have gone in. There's no way Fekir would hit the woodwork there. I know he's been out of the game for a while. But that's AIDS. That's EA AIDS written on a page. Pion Sisto in towards the penalty area. Pion Sisto. Sisto! Blocked behind by Coquelin, who's stuck with him the entire way. Don't know how he did that. Don't ask. Cyprian's delivering towards the middle. Neto comes out to punch. Golovin needs to win that header. He does. De Ligt now. Fekir. Backwards towards Golovin. Oh my God. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you actually being deadly serious with me right now? Another unpressured mistake. Belotti. Sisto trying to win the game for us. Pion. 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 Neto with a save. Why did it go up in the air? I pressed to have a driven shot. No, we're going to be out on the away goal ruling. Why is it a thing? Why is the away goal ruling a thing when we're playing in Spain? Why? I understand it for the Champions League. You're moving countries. The away goal ruling makes no sense when you're playing in Spain. And for the second time in as many seasons, we're out of the Copa de España. I think we got knocked out in the quarterfinals as well last time. It's a joke, man. Seriously, they did nothing. They had one chance and scored it. Blanco's gone to Burnley for 50 million, so we do have a lot of money to spend, but I don't even know if I want to spend that money, because what's the point? I can't even get into the finals of a Copa de España. All right, well, I'm going to be discussing a deal to bring in Gareth Bale. This isn't set in stone. This isn't just like, yeah, he's no guarantee that he is coming into the club. It's just maybe right now. Of course, he's not playing for Real Madrid. He is 30 years old as well, so we need to think about that. They want a lot of money, the Real, though, for their Welshman. We can afford it. That's not the problem. The problem is that I'm not 100% set in stone about this because he is old. And he will, of course, be unfortunately declining when we sign him. But could be still a good £70 million, way too much. I'm sorry. I'm not paying £70 million for a player who is going to only get worse from here on out. He's not going to improve on his 87 rating. 55 is my last offer. They're going to take some time for it. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to wait for. So, yeah, what do I do, guys? Because I mean, they've accepted the 55 million for Bale. So we've got it there, set in stone, ready to bring the Welshman in. That's not the point. The point is, we've got £60 million to spend. Would the Welshman be the man to actually bring in? Because as I said, he's only going to get worse from here. Because we've seen it with Daniel Vass. You know, he was 80, what was it, 2 or 3? And now he's 30, he's gone down to 80 rated. So I'm actually not sure about Gareth Bale now I think about it. The more I think, the less I like the idea. But yeah, what do I do? I mean, it's just so tough to think about. We possibly have Emery Moore leaving. If he does go for that £25 million, then maybe Marco Asensio becomes the man to bring in. All right, Emery Moore has left the club. So yeah, £21 million. So I think with that £21 million, as I mentioned, Gareth Bale will only get worse. So although we have got a £55 million offer in place with Gareth Bale, I don't think I'm going to act upon that because I like the look of potentially Marco Asensio or Mohamed Salah. I'm going to try and negotiate deals for both, and then it'll be over to you guys to decide what we do next, because this could be big. Starting with Marco Asensio. How much are Real Madrid going to want for their superstar? Woo! Okay, that is a lot more than I was thinking. Zidane, mate, I don't think I can match what you're saying here. They're going to take some time and think about the offer for Marco Asensio. 82.688071 is currently what's in place. They wanted 122. There was no chance I was going to match that. I wonder what Liverpool are going to say for Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king. Let's have a look and see what they say to this. So I'm going to go in with exactly the same starter offer as I did for Marco Asensio, 75 million. They want 112. I'm going to counter that for 80 because that's what we did for Asensio. And then if this would, yeah, man, 112.6. What? These guys are just, I know they're worth a lot of money, but still, it's difficult for me to actually be able to pay the wages when they want to come here. So again, they're going to take some time to think about it. Both clubs want time to think about this. All right, so Bale's negotiations are over. I'm kind of glad with that. I don't think it was right to try and bring him in, especially as he's going to be declining. And Bayo wants to way out of the club. He is transfer listed, I do believe, because of the fact that he wasn't getting game time. But again, just losing player after player after player, that it doesn't make a lot of sense. Pau Lopez, also a transfer offer for him. There's no chance he's going anywhere after we've just let Ruben Blanco leave the club. So Everton can get lost there. Keep hold of him. But it looks like both the offers for Mohamed Salah and Marco Asensio are both unacceptable. They want 112.6 and 122.6. I don't think I can afford either of those, mate. Yeah, so what do I do now? Okay, so I can't get either Asensio or Mohamed Salah. I just literally can't afford their transfer fees. So that now goes over to you people, because that is where we will end the episode off today, with a massive £81 million left in the budget. What do I do with that £81 million though, guys? Because I want like one massive signing, like the likes of Fekir that we had. You know, that's what I want to bring into the club. But I honestly don't know where to spend that money. And that comes down to what you guys are going to hopefully tell me in the next episode. I mean, there's lots of talent in the world of football. Obviously, quite a few of them will be old now. We are in our third season. So chances are the players that were really, really good and older are not going to be as good now. Naby Keita as well, I think, is available on a free transfer. No, he's joining FC Barcelona when the window opens. Sick. One of our rivals have strengthened. That's not good. But still, what do I do with the remaining £80 million that we have left to spend? Let me know with a comment down below. I would have liked to have brought in Mohamed Salah or Marco Asensio, but it seems like that is not possible. We do have 7 hours left in the transfer window, so we have a little bit of time to work with, of course. That's how our starting 11 currently looks. That's how our bench currently looks. And we have got a full squad here full of young players as well. So, I mean, I think for right now, I don't want to strengthen my back four because De Ligt is part of my plans for the long term. Manos is a good defender for now. Lopez is the best goalkeeper we've got at the club now. Hugo Mayo is usually so good for us, not so much in today's episode. And Marcos Alonso, in terms of a left-back, is a solid left-back choice as well. You know, we've got Sessegnon to back him up, Ruben Dias and Gomez on the bench. So for defenders, I think we're okay. Inarguably as well, midfielders were fine. Strikers were okay. It literally just needs to be like a marquee, massive signing, pretty much, that's going to be worth a lot of money. Just to get like a little bit of morale up and help us out in the long run. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions, hit me with a comment down below. I will show you, just before we go as well, the transfer history so you guys know who has joined what club for what value and such, and who's worth a lot of money. So, of course, we already knew about Icardi going to Barca. Markham joined Dortmund for £73 million in this window. So he's not available. Who else? Talisca joined Man City. Kovacic has joined Wolfsburg. I mean, you can see the big deals that are going through, obviously. And, you know, you can see who's available and who isn't available. But ultimately, guys, you will make the decision. So let me know what you think with a comment down below. It would have been nice, as I said, to pick up those two guys. It hasn't been possible, though. That's it for today. If you did like the episode, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you so much for all of your support on the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you're around here and like what you see, the subscribe button is down below, guys. Of course, I'm going to be watching England later on tonight, so I will check out your comments and stuff and then record the next episode. I'll give you a bit of time to leave them first, so we're hoping to have it out potentially not tomorrow, but certainly the day after that. I will try for tomorrow, but I do want to give you guys a chance to leave your comments as well. So that's it for me for today. Catch you all again at 4 PM tomorrow, guys. Adios!